What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer and I'm back with another video. This is me just wanting to give my impressions of the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, and it was amazing. It was absolutely stunning. Performance wise, this is the one game where if you've watched me play games before or watched any of my playthroughs, you know that I prefer playing performance mode for 60 FPS. But this is the one game where I actually preferred quality mode and having that 30 or more consistent 30, because there were still some hits here and there, but overall the game ran very well in quality mode. It looked beautiful, it ran great, and the game just looks so gorgeous. The windward plains are just so beautiful, and when that sand comes in and it changes up like to the storm, and then when it changes again to the I forget what the terminology is called, but the abundance era, of the abundance time, is just so beautiful. The monsters looked amazing. Ray Dow looked incredible and menacing. Yeah, again, I'm just rambling on here, but the game looked great, and there's so many quality of life things that they've implemented in this game that it's going to be hard going forward to be without them, because it's not just the secret, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, it's not just the companion of being able to ride, it's the fact that like your item box is now the sacred pouch. You can now go to your instead of going to a camp to get to the item box to get your stuff out, it's the sacred pouch. That's where they put your stuff, where you can go and grab potions and stuff, and then you're still on your quest, you're still on your way. That's incredible. I thought that was great. I barely used it because I just kept always, going back to camp to eat food and stuff like that. And then, oh my god, I'm talking about the food, the grill. It's so, oh my god. The food porn in this game is wild. And I can't, like, if it gets even more in depth, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. But yeah, like, so yeah, it's just like these little quality of life things. They give you so much more options now for like, changing up the UI, which was great. One thing that I found out a little late was being able to, like, the fact that you can actually push the camera back a bit so your character could be you can see more of the area in your character, where by default it's a bit closer up. So there's that, like, there's a bunch of little quality of life things they just added both to the game systems and to the gameplay in general that I just think it's going to be hard going back after them. And then weapon-wise, the weapons that I played were Charge Blade, Longsword, Insect Glaive, and the Heavy Bowgun. Those are the four I played. Those are the four I actually prefer to play. And every one of them felt really good, except for the Insect Glaive. Saying didn't feel good is a little, mean, because it felt good, but at the same time, it was like these weird button combinations for certain moves, and then it just didn't seem to flow as fluidly as it did in World and Iceborne for me. That's just me, though. I could be, again, I'm not Insect Glaive is not my main. My main is mostly Charge Blade. So maybe I'm just going crazy, but for me, Insect Glaive, I just felt like it just didn't seem to flow as fluidly. Like the moves and the abilities and stuff like that didn't seem to flow as smoothly as it did for Iceborne and Worlds for me. So that was the one weapon that I would say was a little, I think, lesser for me. But still great, still fun. I still had a great time with it. Charge Blade was awesome. Trying to get a handle of the new, like, SED, Super Amped Elemental Discharge, where it's no longer, you can't just go into it. You have to, like, either get a perfect block, or you have to do the one hit, you have to do the combo and get into it. That being said, I do feel like maybe it's not the file explosions themselves. Well, but I felt, well, yeah, the file explosions, they just felt a little, they didn't have the impact they do in the previous games. They felt a little wimpy. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but they just felt like they didn't have the impact they did in previous games. Longsword, I know there has been some discourse regarding Longsword, where some people don't like the new moveset and stuff like that. I think it's fantastic. I really, really like Longsword. I had a super fun time playing with it, and it feels like they extended the counter window for when you're sheathed So that felt great to me. I really, really liked Longsword in this game. And then Heavy Bowgun, I thought was fantastic. I think it, like, as much as I did enjoy it in Iceborne and World, for me, like, there was just something about it where it was a little too cumbersome, and it wasn't like, just didn't feel right in situations. I know there's other players way better than me that were able to, like, they use Heavy Bowgun and they just stomp on stuff. But for me, it was like a little tough managing like the ammo and all this other stuff. I feel like in here it's way better, especially now that both normal, piercing, and spread were infinite. Obviously, maybe that changes depending on like the heavy bowguns. Maybe they have different ammo types that are infinite comparatively. But they just felt so good, and I love the fact that normal ammo now has multi hits themselves. They're not piercing, but they have multiple hits to them, so it doesn't feel like you're doing such little damage. And you don't have to like, you don't have to keep constantly having to have backup materials to craft the better ammo, like slicing and piercing and all that other stuff. Like, they felt like the normal ammo actually felt really, really good. So yeah, the one main criticism I've seen and that I felt myself is for all the weapons is that they did feel a little floaty. And I saw on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that somebody said it has to do with the hit stop of the weapons, of the attacks. And I think that's exactly what it is. It's like they feel like they don't have the impact they had when from previous games like Iceborne and World, even Rise. Like there was just they felt more meaty in those games, and I think it's because of the hit stop in them. In this game, there's like no hit stop. Where for those of you who may not know what hit stop is, it's when a character hits, when your weapon makes contact with the monster in the game there's like a slight pause, like a hit stop, where like it hits, like there's like a little stop where it gives you impact. You feel like it feels like there's an impact there. Where in this game it just fluidly smooth, nothing. And I think that's what was missing. Like, so hopefully they fix that or change that come February when the game comes out. If they just add hit stop to some of the weapons or to the weapons, I think the combat and the weapons would feel way better. But yeah, and then I'm just all over the place. I'm going over a lot of stuff. Again, the UI is great. The ability to like the fact that your handler comes with you and you can literally just like while you're in the wilds be like, hey, I want to go into this quest, jump into it. The fact that if you just engage onto a monster, it automatically starts a quest as well. That's fantastic as well. And yeah, man, I loved so much about this game, or this beta. That this game has me so excited. I cannot wait. I'm super hyped. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, the performance is the only thing where it's like, hopefully they iron it out a little bit more. But to be real, this game is the only reason I'm even considering getting a PS5 Pro. This is the only game so far that has me even considering wanting to buy a Pro, just to have the best experience I can on console. Obviously PC, but I don't have a good PC. My PC's crap. I don't even have a PC. I have a laptop. So yeah, like, it's the only reason I'm even considering getting a Pro. This game, I think, just for this game alone being enhanced, a PS5 Pro would be worth it for me. Obviously, that's with me. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my opinion, my impressions. I really enjoyed this beta. It got me super hyped for the game. I'm praying and hoping that they do multiple betas like they did for Iceborne and World. Or no, I think it was just World, where they had more betas as the game got closer to launch, where they eventually let you fight near Gigante at one point. And hopefully they do that for this one. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the beta? Did you guys play it? What do you like? What weapons did you use? What did you like? What did you didn't like? Like, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate any and all feedbacks, because man, this game looked amazing to me and I cannot wait. But again, those are my thoughts. That's my impression. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate any and all feedback. Subscribe. I'm streaming on Twitch, so please consider following me there at twitch.tv/JustAGamerInc, all together one word, or you can click the link below. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And like always, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care and have a good game.